Alright, so another part of the bridge is, well, the bridge tower. It's actually, I think they actually call it a pagoda. At any rate, one other part is the observation lounge. I think I mentioned that in the earlier video. So I've drilled out the kit part, and as you see here, I've glued the lens from an LED in there. There we go. See if I can get this a bit from the side a bit. Yeah, not too shabby. There we go. I had it. There. That looks good. So now what I'm going to do is on my mast here, I'm going to zoom out a bit. On this piece here, I want to put port and starboard running lights. So what I've done already, if you see on the back side here, I've actually cut trenches in on both sides. Then I just have to carve out a little bit of the material here. Looks like a zoom in time here. A little too much. There we go. So now I just have to cut a little notch out of here so I can put the micro LEDs. Welcome back, folks. I'm just going to start this off with a quick recap. Now you can see I've got my bridge lights done. Unfortunately, it seems to be a common problem with camcorders. They wash the colors out. It's a really deep fluorescent green. Unfortunately, on camera it just shows up as a whitish glare with a green halo around it. But beyond that, let me just turn the power off here. A little bit of a change here. I'm going to zoom in. Now you see on top here, I've started doing my lighting for the secondary bridge. Sorry, I'm working in reverse here. There we go. So these are two of my little 3mm LEDs again. Cut the heads off. Sorry, there we go. I cut the heads off, and now they have they fit nicely into the neck. Another thing I've done, I'm going to have to zoom out for this one, is this, I guess you could call this the yard arm. Give you an idea where it goes on the ship. This is a secondary bridge that sits above sorry, this is the primary bridge, sits above the secondary bridge. And one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to put lights on it, I'm calling them the yard arms. So as you can see there. And just to give you a frame of reference again, how small these LEDs are, here's that penny I had earlier on. So pretty small, and a bare to solder together. Now if we look at the underside, you can see a little bit what I did. I'm going to zoom out some more. And see what I did? I dug trenches into the yard arms, ran my wires, and soldered my LEDs and then ran my wires through the yard arm. After that, I just glued in some strip styrene, a little bit like this, to hold it all together. And as I mentioned, I think I mentioned earlier, I was going to have them red and green, port and starboard. I found that my chip LEDs I got for this were just too small. Not that they were too small, they were too dim. So I'm using white LEDs and I'm just going to tint them. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to quickly disconnect the secondary bridge, plug in the primary bridge, just to show you what it looks like so far. So pardon me holding everything together, but here are the yard arms. So even with the tint, these are going to be plenty bright. And in the middle here, you notice this one's not as bright as the others. That's one of those LEDs I showed you earlier. Because it might not be bright enough, but for this rec deck here, it'll be perfect. So I just tint that one green as well, and away we go. So next time you see this, I should have the yard arms on, and I should be able to put power to the entire pagoda structure and show you all the pretty lights. So what will no doubt be several hours for me will be the blink of an eye for you guys. So yeah, just give me a second. You see here I have the superstructure assembled, and it is now, oops, fully lit. So the captain's quarters, first bridge, second bridge, got the starboard and the port running lights going on there, as well as the observation lounge in the back here. I'll zoom in on that for you. Ta-da! Oops, sorry about that. I'm going to zoom all the way out here. See the little background I was using for this, because I just reason why it's a short video, I don't know if you guys follow, but Steve Neal, he's really a gifted talent in the sci-fi modeling / movie making community. If you watch Star Trek the Motion Picture, he's the guy who did Spock's ears. His wife Jilly just passed away, and I've never met the man himself, but watching his videos, he makes you feel welcome, like you feel like you're there. And I found I was actually quite choked up when I found out that Jilly passed away. So if you could spare time, go over to his page, and just say a couple of words for him. For myself, it'd mean a lot knowing that the community is out there giving their support to him. So I'm going to end my video now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let's keep building, and let's keep Steve in our thoughts. Thanks a lot, guys.